Hello, and welcome to this training video on express maintenance purchasing. During this video, we're going to be taking a look a little bit more in depth at your purchase orders, entering purchase orders, and let's get started. All right, so in order to get to the purchase order point, we've discussed several times in previous videos how you need to understand that parts are consumed on work orders. That reduces your quantity on hand. And then you run your inventory analysis, you run your reorder report, and you create your PO. Now, I'm going to start here with the parts inventory analysis, reordering, and then we're going to create a purchase order from that. Then we'll create a purchase order on the fly, and then in the next video, we'll look at how to actually receive against those purchase orders in order to increase your parts quantity on hand for those specific parts. So here we are, parts reordering, and I want to purchase. I see that my adjusted shortage here for the controller lift based on my minimum is 1. I want to go ahead and order this to maximum. So I should be seeing 13 on my PO when I create a purchase order on this selected part. But first, let me close my purchase orders. There we go. And now let's create a PO on that selected part. Okay, we already had 1 on order or 2 on order, so that's why the quantity is at 11. All right, so this is our purchase order. Now there's a couple different menu items that you'll see here. You can duplicate a purchase order. So if this is a reoccurring thing, know that you have that duplication opportunity. You can print the purchase order. And one thing I want to show you here about printing your purchase orders is if I just print this purchase order the way it is, you'll notice that we get the purchase order information. Okay, close that, and I select RFQ. Okay, that's request for quote. So this is something I can send to our vendor, and I print it. It's going to convert that report into request for quote. Same information, different report, and then you can email or print that and send it off. RFQ is also another great way, another great report that you can use that, manipulate the report a little bit. And if you already have a purchasing software that accounting uses, and you can submit this purchase order as a request to them with that same option. So just wanted to show you that. Here you can email the purchase order directly to your vendor. You can also void purchase order. Obviously, we have the help screen and the close. So here the purchase order has a purchase order number, the date that it's ordered, put in the date that it was submitted, the payment terms. Here our terms are, we just have net 15, but you can adjust that from your administration menu going to codes. And then you also, or I'm sorry, your terms right here is how you adjust those terms drop downs. Requested by, I always put Rob Trippett. And then we have the ship to. We can assign it to a unit, but we're not going to. What site? In this case, it's coming from this site and going back to that site. You can leave the approved blank, and then if you have somebody that it needs to approve it, and they just need to review the unapproved work purchase orders, they can come in, look at the purchase order, select this. It's going to put their name, whoever's logged in, right here under approved, and then that purchasing personnel can actually make that purchase. All right, so I can adjust the quantity if I want to be whatever I want it to be, and I can also add parts, but we'll do that in the next one here. So that one's ready to go. Purchase order has been placed. I am going to enter a demand purchase order now, just on the fly, and then we'll go and receive that in the next video. All right, so I'm ready to enter a demand purchase order. It's as simple as hitting the plus button up here to insert your record. And then you fill out all the same information. Payment terms, requested by, and then you just simply ship to, site, Okay, and when you come down to your order items, it's as simple as putting in the name and increasing your quantity. Okay. Hit save, saves the PO, and now you've just created 2 POs, one from your reorder process and one with just an on-demand purchase order. Okay, so that is how we use the purchase order screen. Next video, we're going to be talking about how to receive against those purchase orders in order to increase your quantity on hand.